Yes, yes, yes. Welcome to a special episode that is going to be released earlier than normal. This one is strictly about the latest blockbuster that came out, Deadpool and Wolverine. All right, so we brought it to you specially because obviously the film has come out, and we're going to get into it. Spoilers, what our thoughts are, and I'm going to let someone else lead because people don't really want to know what my opinion is. So, what are our early thoughts on the film, guys?
Who was the last person to watch it? Me? I thought it was just you, to be honest. I was fully going to go to you.
I know. I saw it coming.
Oh, okay, cool. So, from my aspect of things, look, I'm being honest with you. When I said to myself, watching this film, will I enjoy it or not? I was negative. I was negative from the get-go. I said to myself, this won't work. There's the trailers, they showed already. I thought, nah, it's not going to work. But as soon as I sat down and started watching this film, I think the first 15, 20 minutes, I just fell in love with it. anything that wasn't so great or people might pick up on, I disregard it. Everything from maybe there's 1 or 2 points that I'll probably reserve later on within the pod. But I think honestly, let me tell you now, this film is absolutely fantastic. I was in my head, I was like, what kind of rating can I give this? Because obviously, you look at Endgame, right? You look at Infinity War, and you see they're top notch. But because with what we know and what's happening with the whole reboot and everything else, to me, I think this film is probably 9 out of 10. It's probably on the same scale, but in a different kind of element way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect.
Because I think. Sorry?
No, go on, sorry, bro. Go on.
Yeah, honestly, from beginning to end, this film was fantastic. This Ryan Reynolds guy, right? I always diss him. The thing is, I always diss him. I always diss him all the time, and I feel myself, can he only do the Deadpool roles and everything else? And what else can he do? But he plays Deadpool so well. Like the whole breaking the fourth wall, I absolutely love it. Despite the commentary he uses that offended thousands of people and a couple of people in his pod about the Jesus concept, I liked it. I found it funny. It was banter.
All right, Marlon.
Wait, hey, hold on. I haven't finished. You can't.
No, bro. I'm simple. What are our opinions on the thing, bro? You're gonna wax lyrical. I'm just eat ice cream, bro.
So yeah, I enjoyed the film. I'm not gonna go as far as Rich. I really enjoyed it because I think I enjoyed it more for the people I didn't know was gonna be in it. Like, I knew of one. I knew Henry Cavill was gonna be I think I remember saying it to you guys a couple of months ago about the cameo, but I did not know my guy. When I saw my guy, everything changed. I was like, no way. I had to look closely to make sure it wasn't CGI because there was no, like, even I saw an interview with Wesley Snipes talking about the new Blade, and like the way he talked about it, like, no one's contacted me, like, I just never expected certain things in this film. So I think for that aspect, I liked it. But it's typical Deadpool, isn't it? Like the excessive blood, violence. But I enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll say that for now.
No?
Yeah, man. Obviously, I'll just use that word, masterpiece. This film put a smile on my face from the opening, bro. Just from the disrespect to Wolverine's adamantium skeleton.
Disrespect. My God, sorry.
Like, it was so disrespectful. It was funny because I think was it Todd Phillips that done the Logan film? I can't remember. Yeah, someone. Yeah, whoever done the Logan film. Like, I think they wasn't really too happy about kind of ruining that legacy, innit? But it's like they just went, all right, we're not only gonna just ruin that legacy, we're just gonna go completely disrespectful to it and dig up his body and beat the TVA people with it, and just doing that whole dance sequence to that Backstreet Boys song as well. Yeah, from beginning to end, man. Yeah, Ryan Reynolds was made for Deadpool. Like, he just smashed his role, and I know a lot of people really tell a good story for Deadpool and all that. But I'm like, I know they focused a bit more on the first two story wise, but this still had a story. It probably wasn't as fleshed out as well as the other two was, but
it didn't need to be.
Okay, which is
yeah, for Deadpool and Wolverine, and it done what it said on the box
And more.
Yeah, and more.
all right. Excellent. Can I not go?
I can't wait to hear it.
So
Can I go now? Can I go now?
Yeah.
Because don't forget,
This film was
What?
absolute trash, bro. It is.
No, someone mute him.
No,
Mute him now.
man. Like,
Someone mute him now.
guys. Cameos aside. Cameos aside. What did we gain from this film, bro? And you got to remember, I've watched this film twice. Yeah, I went to cinema twice to watch this film. Yeah,
The thing is,
Because I
he's
said-
saying they watched it twice, and I was getting excited.
No.
Like, oh my god, it's fantastic.
no, I went to watch the second time because I thought maybe I'm overdoing it. Maybe I'm over exaggerating with my disdain from the film.
No,
I think
marvelous.
you see what it is about Deadpool, yeah. I don't think I like any Deadpool anyway, really, yeah. But you see Ryan Reynolds, yeah. He is the 2024 Jim Carrey, bro. It is a 2024 Jim Carrey, bro. It's come on, man. There is no range. It's just the same. It's the same, man. Like, it's overacting. I just think it's like, yeah. I think Joe is. I'll be real with you. If it was just Deadpool and Wolverine, like, fair enough. Because it's Deadpool Wolverine, and they had the audacity to say it's an MCU film, that's what made it worse. This is not an MCU film at all.
So
No, seriously, what has this got to do with MCU? You came out of this cinema, and did you think, oh my god, yeah, I know how X-Men are going to be in this, or I know how Deadpool's now going to be in it, I know how Wolverine's going to be in it.
No, but
Came out
that's
the
not
cinema again.
that's not the point.
Yeah,
That's the whole point is everything is this together. That's the point.
It's not together though. You came out of the cinema, nothing moved from when you walked into cinema. Nothing moved in the terms of the MCU universe. Nothing changed.
So
It didn't have to change.
So the final clip.
This was supposed to be the introduction to MCU, yeah. Deadpool, Wolverine, and whatever MCU. For all of us, we keep on thinking to ourselves, when
It's the
X-Men finally going to come into it.
It was the rebooting of. So based
was
on this
bad.
film. No, 1 minute. Look, it was the reboot. So with this film, so basically Deadpool with this film is allowing other films now to restart again.
Like what?
The whole,
Like what?
we're gonna see in the future, aren't we? What do you mean, like what? We're gonna see, this is the whole point.
No, like I said, when you came out of the cinema, was there any growth in this and the MCU?
No, but I don't think. So, have you jumped? Your mic's not that loud. Sorry, go on.
No, I was gonna say, like, I think you know what it is. I think everyone had expectations that this was supposed to be the bridging of, like, bringing, I guess, like the Foxverse into MCU, and it really wasn't. Yes, yes, MCU have accumulated all the Fox characters, but I think everyone just assumed that, all right, we're gonna get Deadpool in there, and because Wolverine's in there, then we're gonna get the X-Men in there, and there was this assumption that it's like, but actually, this kind of felt like it still felt very much like a standalone Deadpool movie.
yeah,
Which is fine. Like, because it had elements of, like, obviously you had the elements of MCU being the TVA that we saw in Loki. We saw Happy from obviously Iron Man and stuff as well. But it wasn't leaning into to the MCU really. In fact, if anything, this film served as a kind of goodbye to Fox.
100%.
100%. Even like with the post-scene credits, bro, I was ready to cry, you know, bro. I can't lie to you. Like, that was such an emotional moment that I didn't know I was gonna feel emotional about. Just seeing all those Fox properties and all the old films, like, I thought, You know, as much as they got cussed back in the day, it's like, no, you guys really brought us something here, innit, in the early 2000s. And it's just kind of saying, look, goodbye. We're now going over to MCU now.
That's exactly how I took it.
Yeah. It's plain and simple.
Yeah,
But
it
it's
is,
obviously,
yeah.
but the thing is people's assumptions, and what we've come to learn with Deadpool. Anything goes with Deadpool.
Yeah.
There's proper no rules with Deadpool.
Nonsense.
No.
Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is for me? I think it's like someone going to watch Family Guy and being upset about it. Like, you know what you're getting with Family Guy.
It's
Like,
true.
you go to Family Guy thinking you're going to get some, I don't know, just normality and a structured, like, yeah. This is not Deadpool, man.
I don't know if you noticed, but I still have only like spoken about this film as Deadpool. I haven't even said Deadpool and Wolverine. It's still, to me, it's a Deadpool movie with Wolverine in it.
Yeah.
So it's the same, more of the same stuff. So I didn't expect
so
anything more, to be honest.
I was going to say, do you want to start from the get-go? Because obviously, so Nate, was you going to say something before?
No. Go ahead.
No, because I was going to say, because like starting the film, obviously there's all the spoiler bits, like that Henry Cavill part, right?
Cavalry.
Yeah, Cavalry.
Right? To Henry Cavill bit. That's not the beginning.
Man said start at the beginning and went to
It's not the beginning. It's straight to the middle.
But the beginning.
Yeah, like, it was more or less at the beginning, though.
It was more at the beginning. It was more at the beginning. But that was okay. God, you tell me like more, which is a big reveal. When I was like, oh my god, that's mad. Because that was the first part of the actual film. I was like, raw. That is actually Henry. I thought raw. That is.
So what you're saying is like the film was shit, and we're just going to the cameos. Okay, cool. Go ahead.
No, but I'm not saying. I'm saying
you just proved my point without you noticing. You just proved it.
Okay. Look, we know you don't like it, right? So anything coming from you is just going to be negative.
It's not negative. It's not negative. But what I'm saying is, you said start beginning, and you went straight to what was like a landmark moment of the film.
No,
so I didn't finish my story, right?
Apologies, I didn't finish my sentence. Apologies, yeah. So okay, come on. Right. One of the reveals, unless you want to go to very from the beginning when he picks up the body, and obviously Mel's mentioned that already, but I would like to mention the whole, like Marlon mentioned before, that Henry. I was just like, I didn't know there was any form of rumor of Henry Cavill being a Wolverine. And
see what a good friend I am. Didn't spoil it for you at all.
I knew. I heard him talk. I heard him talking about him being Wolverine in the X-Men universe, but I didn't know he was going to be in this film.
Okay. Yeah. But yeah, I just felt, I was just like, nah, that can't be him. And I went on my cinema HD, and I played it, and I had to pause it. I had to rewind it and press pause and rewind and press pause. I thought, that's actually him.
Did you notice the fisticuffs moves as well?
You didn't go cinema to watch it?
No, I didn't go.
Anyway, can we just skip the piracy bit, please?
Yeah.
Did you not notice the fisticuffs bit as well? That made it even more of a golden scene.
What is that?
Mission Impossible.
Sorry?
When he was fighting Tom Cruise he's fighting some guy in the bathroom in Mission Impossible, and he's like that, and basically done the same thing as Wolverine, isn't it?
No, I didn't.
That was just an extra icing on the cake for that scene, man.
I didn't even. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even clock that.
But yeah, and it had all the other renditions of Wolverine. Like you had the true old man Logan one, where you had the cowboy hat and all that stuff. You had the eye patch one. I think the Age of Apocalypse one, he was on the cross, or the X, I should say. The comic book accurate Wolverine,
tiny one.
Tiny one. That was funny. The one of the brown suit where he fought Hulk.
You know that got me semi-excited. It's like,
I thought, please just let them fight for like 2 more seconds, please. Like, that would have been sick. Those cameos were fantastic, man.
I will say this though, I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know what the storyline was until like near the end. when it started to get revealed a bit more. Like, I don't know if maybe I just forgot because there's so much action going on. And again, that's what this film is, and it's just literally just violence. It didn't really, like you said, it's not really about the storyline. It's just here's Deadpool and Wolverine fucking shit up. Excuse my language.
Yeah, and to be fair, I'm not mad about it. Like normally, I do want a good story and stuff, and the story was okay. Like the thing is, I'd say, is the villain forgettable? Probably, but but I still liked her though. She had charisma to her.
So who are you saying the villain was?
What's her name? Cassandra
Nova.
Yeah.
But was she really the villain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's trying to wipe out all the timelines, isn't it?
You know what? Because I thought Paradox would have been the ultimate villain.
Yeah.
But it's because when she kind of let Wolverine and Deadpool go, but she thought, oh, actually, I'm gonna get my hands on that time machine thing and tear up the universe, isn't it? How villainy can you get?
No, I know, but I just felt that what's that guy's name again?
Paradox.
From TV
Paradox.
Paradox. I thought he was the main initiator, and obviously it just fell back on him when someone of actual powers were able to kind of change what his plan was anyway.
But you know what it is?
She was fingering man's brain, bro.
Yeah, that made me feel really uncomfortable after a while, you know. But it was an interesting way of doing mind reading as well.
Yeah, but I did like that because there's a part where she did it to him and she just dragged his head across and just went down the stairs.
And you see the bit when she tried to do it to Pyro, he's like, no, I'll tell you all about it. Like, you can't just go around.
I was just repeating what he was saying. Just you just ask sometimes, man. Like, after just.
So she's supposed to be the twin sister of Charles
Correct.
Xavier.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. Well, are you upset about that?
Brother.
Don't tell me why. It was quiet.
Okay.
No, the thing is, okay, you understand the reason why I expect. You see, like you said before, when we was talking, like where you have that and it's that. That's what. Oh my God, this is gonna be sick. This is gonna be. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be revolutionary, like all that kind of stuff. Where when I watched it wasn't, and that was more of my disappointment. Clearly, the film isn't shit. Do you get me? The film's all right, innit? I watched it twice already. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, and that's my thing. Like, that's when I say it's all right. There were, like I said, lots of things that were funny in the film, were good. One of the things was when obviously Wolverine and them are going back into what's the thing called? Where is the void? It's the void. It's like when they're in the void and then they see Chris,
Yeah.
and they think it's Captain America. Yeah, but it's really Johnny Storm.
I knew
that was hilarious.
Yeah. His build looked kind of different, and his hairstyle was like you got Johnny Storm's hairstyle, man, in a way in there. And I'm just like, no, and because you could like this film just felt like again that kind of nod to all the Fox films. So and they're in a different kind of universe as well. So I'm like, he ain't gonna say Avengers Assemble. He's gonna say Flame One.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, but do you know what you say that right? But remember, Johnny Storm, as a character, as what's his name? What's the character's name?
Captain America.
Steve Rogers. Oh, what? Chris Evans. Sorry,
Chris Evans hasn't played Johnny Storm in about 15, 20 years.
So I'm jealous that for people that didn't clock onto that because it must have been a massive surprise. I still laughed at it. I still was like,
yeah, because I laughed at it as well. And I was thinking to myself, like, to me, automatically, it's like I never think of him as Johnny Storm ever. And it's just like, yeah.
So saying, and that was for me. That was like banter. Like, that was funny, innit? And then like even the fact of when he dies, yeah. And then afterwards, he just like obviously he breaks the wall and he says, "Look, do you know how expensive he is?" Yeah, you know what I mean? Like it's real, innit? Like it's good for a cameo, but he can't be the film longer than he needs to be.
I feel like the film is literally just about moments like that.
But
Not really.
there's, you know when you watch a film and you want to learn all the lines, all the quotes of a film, what bits were actually on the script and what bits did you just improvise on? Because it's like he just landed these lines every single moment. Like it was just how did people just act with him and have a straight face? It's crazy.
Yeah, trust me. I was gonna say, so the cameos that came in, and obviously Marlon's mentioned one of them as Blade. What was everyone? How did everyone feel with the cameos coming in?
I knew Electra was going to be in it, but I was still, because I heard that news so long ago, I was still shocked when she came around the corner. Like, I thought, oh, Electra, yeah. Like,
I don't care for Electra. I don't care.
Like, the thing is, it's bad, but I don't care, and I didn't remember Electra.
Yeah, bruv. I was like, I thought she was Maeve, bruv. I'm gonna lie. Why is Maeve? Why? Yeah.
You know, it is because remember, like she was in Daredevil, obviously originally, the film, and then they done that spin-off film that I watched 15 minutes of it, and I had to turn it off. I was so embarrassed of the film, but I couldn't. You know me already. I watch everything, but this I was like, it hurts. So I feel like that was some kind of like a nice redemption for her as well. Like, let's get you back here and just make it your little moments in that film good. It's funny how they just kind of made a nod to like, oh yeah, what happened to your Daredevil? Yeah, he died, and it's like, yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. It's like that was kind of as well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I didn't realize they had 3 kids together. You know?
Yeah, Blade though, man. That was no one's called me about, and I think with all, especially with all the drama that's going on with the actual Blade movie that's supposed to come out as well. It's like all our focus was probably on Mahershala Ali and stuff in it, and it's like you came back and not that as well because they're playing Trinity. Yeah, so they even had to know that it's like I hate you. Yeah, I know you have. You always have. It was good. It's good.
Also, are they trying to tell us something? Because I don't know if you clocked the lines that Blade was saying.
What's that?
Like, Blade is there will only ever be one Blade. Like the fact that this Mahershala Ali film is being delayed for years now.
Yeah.
In some capacity, I don't know.
Who knows?
No.
Who knows? Who knows?
But do you know what? I felt they missed the trick here. And the reason why is it's only because what you guys said in the beginning of the pod, the Fox stuff, right? But I felt they missed the trick by inserting new versions of the characters. So, seeing obviously seeing Wesley Snipes coming in, I thought, oh my god, that's sick as Blade. But I thought maybe the new Blade character should have been there. So we know Blade, the opening of Blade is
you lot told me to not with MCU, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I thought, no, this film has got, unless of course they do something in the post-credit scene, because I thought the only thing I was expecting for any form of connection moving forward, but it's like this to me felt like a contained movie, but at the same time, the way it ended as well, it's like, gosh, boy, like, should we say Wolverine died his age and stuff? He's just smashed Wolverine throughout his whole movie career. You know, like, and it wasn't like that because, like, even with the cameos, I swear they were saying like Halle Berry was supposed to be in it, and what's her name, Famke Jensen, like they kept talking about Wolverine letting down his version of X-Men. I thought, right, surely they're going to show a flashback or something, and they're going to show, oh, we can potentially get your timeline back the way it was, go back into the past. I was thinking, all right, they're going to come into it then. So I'm like kind of waiting for the X-Men to come back into this. Just feel like they were going to come back. But in fact, all the other cameos I really enjoyed. I think
What about the
Channing
yeah.
I
Like
keep
years
talking
ago,
and I'm
right?
on mute, man. Sorry. I was just literally that was what I was saying. What do you think of Gambit?
Yeah, he was supposed to have a film years ago.
I'm happy it didn't work out
You know
because he
what it
looks
is?
stiff.
I don't know
He
if any of you have seen the film Fighter. Like, was it Fighting or Fighter? I think it's called Fighting. Like with Channing Tatum. I think that's the film. Like he looked like the build to play because Gambit's not like he's quite slim in it, and it's like
He's skinny.
and when they done it and he saw obviously it's an accurate comic book costume, but he was so big in it, his face was just too wide to be Gambit.
Right.
But what was funny, what made it work because he made it like cosplay, and it's like he knew what he was. And what was funny was the voice as well, because I'm thinking he's talking like in that Cajun sort of accent, but like it sounded off to me. And then obviously Deadpool was like, "Who's your voice? Who's your voice?" So he done it. He was doing it on purpose, didn't it? Like just putting on some dodgy accent, like. Yeah, that was hilarious, man. And the fact that he was like, all the others came from their different timelines into the Void thing, and he was like, "No, I was."
But he was Gambit as well. I feel like he was more of a. He reminded me of the comic book, not the comic book, the cartoon Gambit. Like the first time I've seen Gambit on the big screen properly.
Yeah,
like,
I think they had to. I don't think they. Like with all the others, they had like slight twists, like little differences in their outfits and stuff. But I think just for the fact that probably his Gambit will never be made ever. They just thought like, look, you know what? Let's put Channing in there. We've always known on the 90s cartoons as well.
And even seeing like Toad, Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Like I think when I first saw Toad, I didn't know it was Toad. I just thought it was
Ray Parker in it. Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was Toad initially. I was like, oh shit, that's Toad, and you see Sabretooth and the famous battle, of course.
Yeah.
They really need to redo Sabretooth properly.
I like the way they built up that fight though, for it to just end.
So
Just one fight.
Yeah. Obviously, they had X-23 in there as well.
yeah,
Yes. What, is it Laura?
Laura.
Yeah.
Laura. Yeah. They even had that other X as well. You know, of one of Wolverine's films where there was a Asian Wolverine they made.
Oh yeah.
So
She
Lady
was
Deathstrike.
So what's that?
Was it Lady Deathstrike? The one of the long fingers, the long.
Yeah, she was there. She was there as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that was Who else was cameo in there? Obviously, we didn't.
The
Yeah,
Deadpool variants.
Yeah. And I guess we finally know that Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' wife, was Lady Deadpool as well.
Yeah.
You know, I thought they were going to show her face. I'm thinking, I'm glad they didn't actually. Like, they just and
the guy from that TV. Do you know your TV program you like? The one about Wrexham.
Wrexham.
There was the Welsh.
Robert. The Welsh. That was heavy. I think that was him that played him. You know.
Yeah, it was him. Yeah.
And that Butters looking dog, bro.
Dog Paul.
Bro, he was Butters. He had a nice pool.
Yeah, nice. Oh, I was crying my eyes out when
That's the only one that can't regenerate.
Yeah, and they're like, and it's just basically using like, I can't regenerate. He's just still smiling, still happy. He's still dragging him along like. Like, no, you're not getting these guns over my dead body, and it's like,
See, okay, that's another thing about this whole thing, yeah. Deadpool and Wolverine, it's not, oh my gosh, yeah. They can't die.
Fundamentally.
I mean,
well, the other one
Logan died. So.
Yeah,
Logan died, not Wolverine. Although it's the same person.
No, come on, Nate. I think it was a bit of a stretch, bro.
No, Wolverine, the character Wolverine.
Logan was Wolverine. He just got old. Like,
Very
I
old.
mean, potentially they could have died in that time thing, but because they joined hands like Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
they didn't die. innit?
I don't understand how we're not talking. I know we already spoke about Chris Evans.
Yeah.
But why are we not discussing the fact that the contrast between him and
Turn full Brooklyn at the end, you know. Full Brooklyn, bro. Like, he had his like, a little accent going on there as well. It's and it's like, yeah, let me put the camera on.
Bro, he said every word. Every
That's
word.
hilarious.
He
No,
was
I enjoyed it.
talking it.
I enjoyed it, but for what it was, I didn't go with these high expectations.
I like the fact that they put Wolverine's mask on, but it looked a bit weird sometimes.
No, same thing I was going to say to you, because you know Wolverine, right? I've never seen his eyes white before.
Yeah,
I felt so weird.
Yeah, it looked, and I think they must. It's like the top half of his face was CGI, and the bottom was still the same.
I've said that specific mask. You know, it's literally two Batmans looking at each other.
The news is the same.
Literally, like, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
I would have liked.
No,
Yeah,
I would have liked.
it's a shame. Yeah, and they kind of made a little thing at that as well. So, they didn't get the real one. So
but the thing is,
obviously, I don't know.
the reason why Ryan Reynolds would have said that, because probably they offered him to come back, and he said no.
I think they did ask him to come back.
100% they would have offered it to come back. That's why he said that. That's why he said that.
Yeah, they must. Yeah, definitely.
100%. But can we go back to that fight scene of him and Wolverine in the car, please?
That's what I was thinking about the Olympics. Anyway, like
I remember you said that.
Yeah. But basically, that fight scene was incredible, man. Just fighting that. What was the car called again? What was the car like?
Was that a Honda?
Yeah, some Honda something. Yeah.
A base or something. I can't remember what it's called. Yeah.
Man was tied up in seatbelts afterwards as well.
You know, it was funny. They proper finished himself. They're like, and the thing is, it's not like you said. They're both regenerating. So it's just like stab him as many times as I want. He's gonna heal. So what are we doing? What are we doing here?
Got the stabbings all the time. Like I was like, ooh. Like,
yeah. And the thing is, you know, Wolverine, with those claws, when it starts poking you, you're thinking, raw. You're getting it.
Yeah.
No, that scene there was sick.
The thing is, I know they were gonna say like it's R-rated and stuff, but I'm like, it's like they just said Disney just said, you know what? We're not Disney today. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna turn our backs and do what you want to do with this film, because it was a lot more violent than I expected it to be.
And this is where I think about money making and stuff like that. But some characters need to have this, and I'm like with Wolverine. You want to make his own film. It has to be R. It has to be, you know, Logan was R. Like that's how it is. Wolverine is like, for you to watch it, be an adult, because Wolverine is not about happy-go-lucky and doing that kind of stuff.
It's weird because remember he's going to be part of X-Men, obviously, isn't it? So the rest of the X-Men are not as violent as him, but I think they might find a kind of happy medium between like the Marvel that we're used to seeing, and also, but to be fair, like even films like I don't know, Winter Soldier, like MC is quite violent in places, you know.
Yeah, actually, talking about Winter Soldier, you're right. It is quite violent.
I will just say as well, we spoke about this on the other pod about Robert Downey Jr. Notice how it can work. I know it was Fox and it's MCU, but it's the same universe, really, isn't it? They all so Johnny Storm, Captain America. There's no one's complaining that he's playing them two different roles. So
but at least
it's kind of different. I know, but
because that was his first outing, isn't it?
I know.
Get me? But
like, no, because if you think about it, yes, there are characters that have played two characters in So, for example, Ryan Reynolds played 2 characters, or 3 characters even. No, yeah, because he was in. I don't know what his character was in Blade, but I know he was in Green Lantern.
Because remember he had
He was
okay,
Deadpool.
they made it so way.
They couldn't talk.
They made that so waste, They had a cheat to kind of put some dark thing in his eyes to emulate the mask in it. Yeah, that was.
He was in Green Lantern also.
Yeah, that's nothing to do with that.
No, that's what I'm saying. So I get you can have multiple different characters, whatever. But I just think, yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring it up again.
You know, I did like at the end when they done the kind of mid-scene credits where they're showing all the old footage and stuff. When Ryan Reynolds was like, "Oh, you know what? Like he'd love to play not Daredevil, Deadpool, isn't it?" And it's like, and then it just showed that clip from him. Remember that? I don't know if any of you ever saw that that leaked footage of the original that's how Deadpool got made, isn't it? They had some leaked footage of him as Deadpool, and when he dropped down into the car and beat all those people up, and everyone afterwards was like, "This needs to be made into a proper film," and here we are. Do you know what I mean? So it's like he was literally born to play Deadpool. And
also that scene, that mid-credit scene, also kind of shows that this was like a goodbye to Fox.
Yeah.
Like, we're just gonna do something wild. We're just gonna do something crazy for this film.
Yeah, yeah.
And
like,
then
Hugh Jackman was I think he was like 29 when he first started. You know.
Yeah. See how young he looked.
Yeah, he looked like. And the thing is, like, because we've seen him just do. I think we're just kind of used to seeing him as the way he is now, sort of like just as an older man, innit? But I'm like, bro, you were proper young when you started, innit? Like,
proper young.
Sorry, so you see, there's one other question. You know, Mad Max Furiosa Saga, whatever it is, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that Fox, or was they just taking the piss out of everything?
I'm sure it's
because that almost made me have to go back and watch the film.
Yeah, that was funny as well, because in my head I was thinking, yeah, it does look kind of Mad Maxy, and they said it.
No, it's owned by Disney. It's owned by Disney. That's why.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think it was Fox.
By Disney. They just took basically. They don't. Look, this Deadpool guy don't care. You know, I don't know who's writing his information. He's writing his.
He co-wrote it as well, though, isn't it? Ryan Reynolds co-wrote it as well.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Deadpool's essentially his baby, man.
Nice. Well.
Do you know what I mean? It's like he's like, I swear he'll be like probably the most massive decision maker in this whole franchise.
Yeah, probably true. Even when all those characters, all those Deadpool characters. One of them was the new Superman.
Oh, David Corensman.
Yeah, he was one of the suit. One of the guys in the suits.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I thought obviously that's for you, man, for you guys to care about. But yeah, he played one of the Deadpool guys as well. Even that fight scene of the Deadpool guy, that was quality as well.
Yeah. So just as you said, going back to Cavalry, where like when Ryan Reynolds was like, "Oh, don't worry, we'll treat you better than they did."
Yeah, the guys next door. No, honestly,
there's too many clips like that. Yeah, I thought they're not holding back. They're just not holding back.
Do you know what it is? It's about time he comes into the MCU properly. Yeah, we got to give him a villain role. Give him a villain role. Bring Henry in. Bring him in.
When they're talking about what he was supposed to be playing a villain in one of the MCUs, isn't it? I forgot who it was though.
It was going to be the English. Wasn't he meant to be Captain? No, wasn't
he? I'm sorry. He's been. I'm sure he's been in talks to play a few characters actually, Wolverine included, or rumored anyway.
I would have wanted him as Wolverine, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it'd be good to definitely see him as a character that a proper character that they don't mess about. Like, obviously, he's still embarrassed. He's still embarrassed from the whole DC thing. I would be as well.
Maybe he's not. I don't think he is.
Well, after coming out to everyone and saying, "Yeah, I'm coming back. Hey, hi everyone, I'm coming back." Then what?
I'm embarrassed. Stop it. Sorry, man, that hurts. You're mute, man. You're mute.
I'm eating too much.
So sorry. Ryan Reynolds was Hannibal King in Blade.
Was it?
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hannibal King. Okay.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. So he wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't Blade.
He
It's weird. I think not Blade. Sorry, he wasn't Deadpool in Blade, but I swear they tried to make some sort of no.
He said his
Yeah.
I think they said his performances remind him of a
Yeah,
character.
he had two swords. Like he had the two swords going on as well and things like that. But yeah, he's character. I'm kind of imagining Wolverine and Blade together, Blade Trinity together. But yeah, he was Deadpool in Wolverine film, but it just wasn't. It was the most serious and depressing Wolverine and Deadpool you've ever seen in your life, bro.
Full-blown masking tape. He didn't say a word. Probably didn't say a word. So what? So you know, come with this film. So what are we giving it out of 10? I go to Nate last because it's going to be depressing. I would rather start something upbeat.
It's a 10
Was
for
that?
me. It's a 10 for me.
What, 10 out of 10?
Of course.
Well, hold on. So where do you go?
It fired all cylinders.
Accepts it.
No. Wait, so obviously, as a Marvel, because it is a Marvel film, right?
Accepts it, broski.
No, I'm
Don't
look,
question
I want to hear him. I want to hear him. Go on, talk.
No, I'm looking. Obviously, Endgame, Infinity War, right?
Yeah.
Are you saying it's 10 out of 10 along with those guys?
Don't look at it as long as it's just a 10 out of 10 film because it's a great film. No, forget about it. It's a great.
No, you have to. You have to because
the same way Terminator is a 10 out. Terminator 2 is a 10 out of 10.
No, but they're put in different sections though. You've got to put like Terminator is a totally different world, right? So as a Marvel film itself, because it's Marvel. If it was, for example, if I said it was DC, and you're ranking all the DC films, so you're saying it's 10 out of 10 along with Infinity War and Endgame.
Why have to put conditions on my 10 out of 10? It's just a 10 out of 10 film.
Because you can't call everything 10 out of 10. Because Infinity War, that's 10 out of 10.
Yeah. What's your point? I don't understand.
No, but so I'm saying you're classing it as on that level as 10 out of 10.
Yeah. It's 10 out of 10. Endgame 10 out of 10. Like, I don't understand.
No, cool. I'm just making sure that your score is accurate.
The category of 10 out of 10 is in Merv's world, isn't it? In the Merv cinematic universe.
I'd give it 7, 7.5.
7.5, yeah?
Yeah.
Still above average. That's good. That's good.
6.
No, I say that's more of a fair scoreline.
Because Terminator 2 is a 10 out of 10.
That's it.
So I can't give that a 10 and then this a 10 because like I said, I didn't really know what the storyline was until like midway through.
Yeah, so for my aspect of things,
you said 9 earlier, so don't
say 9.
Yeah, I was just about to hit it down to 8.5.
You can change it, to be fair.
I was going to say 8.59 because I could watch it again.
You said 8.5, 9, and you're dissing my man for saying 10.
No, because 10 to me, 10 is Infinity War. Out of Marvel, if you look at the Marvel world,
I'm not putting it as well. I'm just saying.
No, it's very far away from 10. very far away from 10. Not everything gets 10. Nothing in Marvel history, apart from those two films, have hit 10.
I believe they're next to each other.
No, of course, 100%. So is 1 and 2, but there's still options and still numbers which are different. You get what I mean? So I'll give it a solid 9. I give it a solid 9. And obviously, Nate, over to you in regards to your ratings.
Still above average. So
it was a bit of a limit if I gave it 5.5, what 6? Like they had
it's what 6, 5 is still close, right?
You know, it's terrific, and I appreciate the film now. Like, get me without views on it.
Like I said, it's the film. I watched it twice. You can watch it, like it's watchable, but I do think there are lots of things that again, storyline's a bit weak. We've all kind of agreed on that.
No one's
agreed on that. It's weak.
Man, it's clear.
To be fair,
one of them doesn't understand it. Merv said that it's not as strong as any of the first two Deadpool films. I'm not saying that out just for being difficult sake. Like, I'm just repeating what you said.
And to be fair, because like like they brought Vanessa back in as well, like because she died in, was it the first one that she died in or second?
That confused me. Thank you. Sorry to cut you. I wanted to ask that. Yeah,
but
she died in the second one.
And the reason why that is because he had the thingy, he had cable.
Yeah,
so I think, went and kept on going back in time.
Yeah, but
the whole reason why he met Lucky, and no one wants to talk about that. But I mean,
I think the only we did talk about Happy, not Lucky. Happy. I mentioned Happy.
No, we said his name. We said his name. We didn't talk about that whole audition to be in the Avengers.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that. But yeah. Anyway, but like I would have liked a little bit more with his relationship with Vanessa for the fact that he made such an effort to bring her back, because she was just kind of like, all she done was like kind of smile, like, yeah, hey friend, friend zone, and all that. And it's like, and then at the end, they just held hands. So it's like, all right, that was your anchor for. Well, to be fair, it wasn't just about her. It was the 9 people in that photo. That was his reasons for doing what he done. But I didn't really miss. They still showed all the other characters, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it was 6. Yeah. I think I'm being generous, but it was 6. It was all right.
I was expecting lower, to be fair.
I do believe that he is the modern day Jim Carrey, though, and I don't think anyone can tell me anything otherwise. This is not.
If you want to see some range, isn't it? If you want to see some range,
overacting. It's overacting.
Go watch Buried.
I want to hear Kel next week talk about harder acting is rubbish. That's what I want to hear Kel, because Kel doesn't like when bloody. And these are when they disrespect Raising Dion and all of this shit. And every time Kel watches something, he wants to say these people can't act. Ooh. So I need him to turn around and say that this brother can't act.
Watch Buried, and you'll think differently.
Buried is a big film.
Big film.
Yeah, that's a big film.
He's got range, isn't it?
He hasn't shown range in that. Look, bruv, could this not be another film?
But you're referring to only MCU, right? That's what you're referring to.
What was that film we watched the other day, bruv? What's it called? Free Guy. Same thing, same character, same everything.
Adam Project.
Bruv, it's the same. Bruv, watch this. Even Welcome to Wrexham, it's the same character.
Was he in that Red Notice film as well with The Rock?
Same character every time.
No, next point. I wouldn't say Jim Carrey. I would say, is it Ben Stiller or the other one? Who's the other one?
Owen Wilson.
Adam Sandler.
The big nose guy.
Owen Wilson.
Nah, not him.
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler. Yeah.
Adam Sandler.
He's the same in no matter what he's in.
Adam
he's
Sandler. Kevin Hart.
Uncut Gems.
They're all the same, bro.
Is it Uncut Gems or Hidden Gems? Adam Sandler. That he had range in that.
He had 1 or 2 films. Yeah. Same thing. The Rock, Kevin Hart, same character every single time. And people, bury me if you want to bury me in the comments. I don't care. Yeah. That was our Deadpool and Wolverine spoiler review. Please go and support the film. Go and watch it in the cinema. Don't do what other people have done. All right, guys. Let us know what you're thinking. Peace.